Yeah! It's over.
I kneel before no man! Not exactly the souvenir I had in mind. It took me a while, but I realized something. You're right. I am afraid. Afraid of accepting the fact that maybe I'm not really cut out for the job I'm expected to do. But hey, at least I'm not walking away empty-handed. I'd better get going. I may be all muscle and no metal, but I'm gonna keep protecting Noct the only way I know how.
Spoken like a true shield of the king.
Huh?
Fear and doubt beget death alone. He who averts his gaze from his own faults cannot himself a true shield call. But you, having made peace with your inner self, have proven you are worthy. The chosen king should be so fortunate as to have a man like yourself serving at his side.
You mean...
And with this glaive, I entrust my power to you.
Where did you...
Taken from the young man who impressed me with his strength of will. It was with this very blade he stole from me my arm.
But... I can't accept this.
If he still walks among the living, a man of his mettle will have doubtless transcended attachment to mere material possessions.
You're probably right. In that case, don't mind if I do.
Now, hasten forth, with mind unclouded by doubt and will unmoved by fear. The last king of Lucis is ill fit to fight without his shield.
Thanks again.
Wow. The sun is coming up. Our business is done. Yuck, wet.
Ah, fresh air. Made it out in one piece.
Long night.
Congrats. That concludes your training. You've still got a hard path ahead. But don't let anyone tell you how to walk it.
You may have been hired under false pretenses, but your assistance was invaluable, all the same.
Tell me something I don't know. You can spare the pleasantries.
Take care walking your path, Aranea.
Oh, right. Thanks. I will. And I'll train you some more if our paths cross again. Oh, and before I forget, His Excellency instructed me to give you boys a ride back. If you need a lift, feel free to hop on.
Well, glad that's over with.
Noct, I've just received word from Cindy.
And?
We're to return to Lestalem. Her friend works as an engineer at the power plant. She'll take care of the Mythrill.
Uh-huh. And that'll take care of our boat problem.
Once you're rested and ready, I suggest we hasten back to Lestalem. Make sure you're prepared.
Shame to say goodbye to such a nice fishing spot. Want to see what's biting before we bolt?
Nah, I think we should go. We are in a rush. Hey there.
You're headed to Lestalem, right? I'll take you there, but no further.
Got it.
So, ready to ship out?
Sure.
You bet. Let's fly.
Hold on tight, boys.
Look at that!
A red ship.
You made it.
Sure did.
And so quickly. I'm impressed.
Brought this back with me, too. Figured you might get a kick out of it.
I wondered where I put that thing. Keep it. Makes for a better souvenir than that scar.
You know, he mentioned he lost his arm in battle with a real hot-headed young guy back in the day.
That's so.
Whoever it was left a lasting impression on him. Talked about how the guy had the strongest will he'd ever seen.
Takes more than will to complete the trial. You need to wield your weapon with a primal finesse. If you fail to prove your might, you get cast out empty-handed.
I don't know. He didn't seem to think the guy would let it bother him. Said the guy's too old to care about material things anymore. If he's still alive.
Gladio.
Huh?
I hope you feel more confident in light of your success today. Few men can lay claim to such an accomplishment. Not even Kor the Immortal.
Yeah, but I didn't earn myself a badass nickname like he did. Still, I'm glad I went through with it. I can finally say I'm truly ready to fulfill my duty.
Good.
Well, I guess this shield better mosey on back to his king. Wouldn't want him to get scared without me.
Rise and shine, Prince Charming. We're here. Sounds like a spot of trouble's popped up at the power plant. Wish I could help, but I'm powerless to do anything I'm not ordered to. I'll leave the keeping of the peace to you.
Of course.
We got this.
Good luck, boys.
Loving that outfit, Noct.
Why don't you wear one?
Well, that's the only one. And if anyone stands a fighting chance in there, it's you. Forget about fashion and go.
Our work never ends.
Testing. Do you read me? Just wanted to thank you for offering to clear out those demons. That'll give me time to treat this Mythrill for you. There's a hunter who went in right ahead of you. I imagine there are too many for one to handle, but 2 of you should be fine. And a little heads up, we're getting some unstable readings from the generators inside. Too much power and the whole place could blow, so be quick.
Will do.
This must be our guy.
So, you my backup?
I thought we were partners.
Anyway, place is crawling with demons.
Wait a sec. You sound familiar.
Save the talk. We got hunting to do. Now, if we're done with the introductions, follow me.
I wonder who this could be. It's probably Kor.
There they are. You ready to rumble?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Oh, they're level 7 goblins. This is no problem. Except this one. Oh, that one's
Some pretty fancy.
got some meat on the
out there.
bones.
Reminds me of a certain king I know.
Not too shabby to say. You make a good sparring partner.
You think so?
I bet he's like, hey, can you not blow things up in the power plant?
Alert, you 2. We're detecting a major power surge.
Oh, that might have been the magic.
Abort the mission and get out of there.
I ain't one to leave unfinished business. Can't speak for him, though.
Then allow me. I I got this.
How about you prove it?
Gladly.
Oh, good. They added more. Fine, we just teleport to each one. They least expect it. I was ready to block, but don't need it.
Hey, big guy.
I'm on it.
Good job, Hunter. Ah, you. Alright, one more to go.
Had all of them?
Think so.
Nice job. It didn't disappoint.
When have I ever?
Keep it up.
Will do. Now, let's scram.
It's cute that they're pretending to not know who is who. They're like, you've always done great, mystery guy.
Great work in there. As promised, here's your Mythrill. And, thank you for your hard work.
Sure.
Hey, big guy!
So the hunter who went on ahead.
The one and only. How you been, fellas?
Oh, not bad. Whoa, someone did a number on you, though.
You should see the other guy. Anyway, I'm back. And better than ever.
Knocked? Gladdy? I can't believe it!
Hey, thanks for looking after her, Dustin.
So, Gladdy, did you apologize to Noct for storming off like that?
He made it up to me in there.
The power plant? Oh, so you got your hands on some Mythrill. In that case, I'll go deliver it to Sid. You'll probably want to freshen up first anyway. Come and meet me in Kayam when you're ready.
Well, after a hell of a lot of work, we have gotten Gladio back.
Your Highness,
How you doing?
I'm glad you're safe and well.
That's great to hear, Dustin. I have no idea who you are. Now that Gladio's back in the fold, we can wait 85 years for the menu to load. We have given up on that idea. Wow, it's just dead. Anyway, now that we have Gladio back in the fold, it's the fucking main menu. How do you not load? Hold on. Return to car. I'm not even cutting this. We need to find out. We need to find out if the fucking main menu dropped into magma. We just fucking popped in. You saw the models fall into this screen. It's good to see that we found it. So some housekeeping. Number 1, Gladio has the Genji blade. Young man dueled with the Blade Master and suffered defeat. This was his katana, forged in a foreign land. This glaive ends a flurry of attacks with deadly coup de grace. It is, quite the blade. Originally it was Kor's, now it is Gladio's. And, feels pretty good to have him have a big, strong attack. He's got his glaive arts, which start with Earth Shatter, then Razor Edge, then Tempest, but now Maelstrom, but then Duel Master. Deliver a fearsome finishing blow with Triangle after performing Maelstrom. So, we perform Maelstrom. At the very end, it'll give you a little QTE to deal even more damage. with this kind of thing, you can pretty much trivialize a lot of big fights in this game just by switching to Gladio and unleashing this. Granted, most of the fights in 15 are kind of trash as is. They're like trashy, beat the thing up. Not really looking to engage myself a bunch with what I have on hand. But it's nice that we have that.
Anything happen while I was gone?
Yeah, the car got roomier.
Smart ass.
Have some quests in the area.
Hey, do you think we could swing by the cup noodle shop for a sec?
I like cup noodles as much as anyone, but I think you might like them a little too much, big guy.
There's nothing else like them. They're easy to make whenever you've got a craving, and they're delicious to boot. I'll never forget my first time.
Must have been real eye-opening after all the fine dining you did before that.
Let me open this quest that we just obtained. A need for noodles. Ah.
Something dawned on me when I was on my own. Any food you make tastes better when you use good ingredients, right? Then, if you take something already delicious like cup noodles and add in the finest, freshest ingredients, what do you get? The ultimate flavor experience. So I ask you, Noct, what's your favorite ingredient?
Meat.
That's what I'm talking about. Minced meat is the key to every perfect cup of noodles. But why stop there? I say we outdo the ordinary. Find ourselves some real good meat that'll surpass perfection. All that's left is to make our noodle dream a reality. First up, the ingredients.
Yeah, whatever you say.
The perfect cup. Gather intel in the area. This is a priority, my friends. The perfect cup. Over here. I mean, we've done a lot here. We've taken out the Quetzalcoatl, we've gotten the Mythrill, we defeated Gilgamesh, but fuck that shit. Noodle time.
Hello. Would you like something to eat?
That's part of the goal. It's in lead.
Thank you. Please come again.
A behemoth.
With all that muscle, behemoth meat's gotta have a good texture. Can't say I've ever eaten it before, though.
Usually the behemoth's the one doing the eating.
I just hope we're not next on the menu. Those tipsters know everything. You ask them a question, they always got the answer.
Their knowledge is impressive, as is the freedom with which they share it with others.
Let's move, before someone else in the know beats us to the punch.
We will get the ultimate cup noodle. Now, for those wondering, this is a pretty funny thing about a cup noodle. This is a sponsored quest. Cup Noodle's a real brand, as many of you know. This shit, Square made money. This is a commercial. But this commercial is fucking hilarious. It is a hilarious commercial. It's one of those times where you're like, it's kind of lame that they're, they just shove this in there. Meanwhile, I'm like, please, can we get more of these where they play it funny like that, where it's like, the ultimate flavor experience. Like, fuck off. This is the fakest shit ever. I love it. Anyway, let's go to the Norduskayan blockade and find this behemoth. So now that we finished the Gladio DLC, I'm sure some people are wondering when's the next time we're going to cut together multiple perspectives like that. And the answer is it's going to be a bit. It's going to be a little bit because the next set of DLCs aren't going to be happening for a little while. Some may say, actually, KZ, one of them should happen really soon story-wise, which you are correct. But we have a lot of stuff not main plot to do. You've noticed that we just took up a fucking cup noodle quest instead of heading over to Altissia after dropping off that Mythrill. No. None of that. Because we've reached basically the end of the line of the open world. We've unlocked the final piece, which was the Vesper Pool. And that means it's all done. we've reached the end of main
forecast?
story
Clear skies with the temperature
in the open
rising.
world.
Nice.
Kind of weird, huh? We still have multiple chapters to go, though. But that just means there's plenty of things to do. But that also doesn't mean that KZ's doing 5 episodes in a row of trash quests.
According to our tipster, this is the place.
What was the...
Hey, check that out.
The Empire is everywhere now.
Take a closer look.
We got a garrison we could fight, but we're not focusing on that. We'll take them out later. This is what we need to do. But we're not doing all trash quests. There are many dungeons and locations of the game that have cool original content that we need to cover, which we'll do sooner than later. And now, the Rogue Behemoth.
No way we're taking that thing on.
Gladio, this is for you, buddy. Yes, baby.
This doesn't look too good.
Bring it on.
You're not any worse than Deadeye.
Let's go. Can't lose this battle.
Which means we can't run away either.
Watch out!
Ow! I have to build up to my new technique. Alright, just need to build up the 3rd bar.
Alright, boys, we're in the home stretch.
Let's do it.
Alright, we did it!
And Duel Master.
Good cut of meat. Can't wait to slap this baby on the grill.
Yeah, but good luck eating it.
What are we waiting for? Let's get to camp and get cooking.
That's called overkill. Also, did you see how I just ripped his health apart on the first attack? You're basically doing 2 combos in a row, and the second combo is stronger than the other one, and then some. Goes on forever, too. Look at this big guy. Look at his big mouth. Anyway. Our meat is here. A behemoth is dead. Experience has been made. A cup needs to be prepared. And crunch.
We're here.
Okay. Set up camp.
Ugh, I'm all sticky and gross.
Woohoo! Bath time!
Behemoth round. The ultimate cup noodle. Also some gashel greens for my bird. Ah, good time. God, Noctis's face in every photo is so bad. Ooh, this is a good shot. I like that. When she gives you the cup noodle.
You know something? Going through all that trouble to make our own custom cup, it's made me appreciate cup noodles even more.
Perhaps we truly can't improve upon perfection.
It's not about finding the single best ingredient. It's about crafting that perfect blend of meat, egg, and shrimp. That harmony of flavors is key.
Yeah, you're right. Makes you appreciate how delicious these noodles really are.
I know I sure do.
That was the fakest delivery. They're like, okay, for the localization, you need to make sure to make this shit sound fake. I know, I sure do. Thank you, Noctis. He's like, let's cash the check. We need to cash this check or we can't afford to go to Altissia. It's stuff like this that makes me really like this game. Despite many of its faults, it has a real earnest, powerful energy in how shitty its commercials can be. Alright. For those wondering, hey KZ, when are we doing side quest cleanup? It's not next episode. Instead, we're entering what I'm going to call, because we're level 44, one of the quests required is the level 45 suggestion. We're going to enter a special filler arc. Because if we're willing to do commercials, we're willing to do brand synergy. In the form of stuff like Close Encounters of the Terra Kind. It's purple. There are 2 quests in this game that give us characters that aren't supposed to be here. You may have noticed all the way back there at the Malmaland Lamb Thicket, there's a little thing to go check out. Well, we're going to go check that out next time, and when we finish whatever happens here, which I have never experienced before ever, so it's going to be completely blind, we'll move on to another one that's a bit Eorzean in nature. But with that all said...
She's a little different.
Certainly doesn't fit the Imperial Army profile.
That all said, we're done. That's going to do it for this episode of Final Fantasy XV. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and next time, we'll start checking out some different crossover quests. Till next time, everyone.